Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about genetic disorders. So, what is genetic disorders? As you know that after determination of XXXY type of sex determination, we found that some genetic diseases are carried by genes. So, this study is called genetic disorders. So here, how inheritance in human being can be studied. So particular type of character that is inherited by human being can be studied by pedigree analysis. So here is, you see the chart. Here some blocks, circles, squares are given. So here you see the chart. First one, it is the, if it is a rectangle, it denotes in pedigree chart male, normal male. If it is circle, it denotes the normal female parents, and if it is square, it is sex unspecified. When we does not know whether it is male and female, we denote this type of symbol. So rectangle means it is female, circle means it is female, and square means it is the sex is cannot be identified. And if it is the red color, the rectangle and circle, then it is called affected individuals. So here, when rectangle and circles are linked together by a line, then it is called mating, or that is married. And when rectangle and squares are linked together, that means it is a contagious mating. Next, here see how we can predict by pedigree analysis. When the first type of marriage, male with normal female, then it produces child with normal girl and normal, and that is normal daughter and normal son. So in some cases, parents sometimes act as a carrier of a particular disease, although it does not affect or appear in parents' body, but it can transmit with the help of chromosome or gene into the next generation, that is offspring. Here you see it is visible in their son. And fifth type, that is called 5 unaffected offsprings. So here we found that these symbols are mainly basically used in pedigree analysis or family tree. So here A and B shows how pedigree analysis can be represented. First one is the autosomal dominant trait and meiotic dystrophy, and second type of genetic disorder is autosomal recessive type. That means in autosomal dominant trait, the defective gene present in the body chromosome. So here it is mainly female body is affected, and it shows the symptom of the genetic disorders. When this affected female married with a normal man, then in the next generation they produces normal daughter, but affected or diseased son, and one diseased son and one normal son, and then one diseased daughter. Again, when normal son married with normal daughter, then it next generation of offsprings are always normal. But when affected at female married with a normal male, then in the next generation, two sons are normal, but one is female, that is daughter is abnormal. So this is found in a particular genetic disease. It is called myotonic dystrophy. Here the disease gene is dominant trait, or it is dominant form. In the next, the B, in the next you see the B type. Here male and females are normal, but someone is carrier that is not expressed in their body of the parent, but in the next generation they exhibited or produces offsprings or daughter and son, and that is two sons are normal, one son is affected, and one daughter is affected, and also another son is normal. So here we found that one daughter and one son is affected, but other two son and other three sons and one daughter is normal. But in this case, here we found that the parents does not exhibit any symptoms, but they carry some kinds of gene that will express in the near future during gamete formation. So here in the next F2 generation also, here you see the normal parents are married together when then they produces one son is affected and two daughters are unaffected. That means here either the female carry the genes, but in the next generation they will appear again in their son. It is this type of disease actually found in autosomal recessive trait. Here the genetic disorder present in body genes or body chromosome, but they are always in recessive form. It is found in sickle cell anemia. So in this case, we also discuss about mutation, why genetic disorders are actually found in human body. It is due to sometimes due to mutations, because phenotypic variation occurs due to changes in gene or DNA sequence is called mutation. We know that mutation is a sudden change in the chromosome in the gene sequence. The organism that undergoes mutation is called mutant. So phenomenon which result in alternation of DNA sequence and resulted in changes in genotype and phenotype is called mutation. Next, loss. Sometimes mutation occurs due to loss, that is called deletion. Sometimes gain, that means one particular gene increases in their quantity, then it is called insertion or duplication of a segment of DNA results in alternation of chromosomal abnormalities. That means genetic disorder may be due to chromosomal aberration. What is chromosomal aberration? It is due to increase or decrease or duplication of gene. It is called chromosomal abnormalities, and it is the phenomenon is called chromosomal aberration. Next one, why genetic sequence in an organism increase or decrease, or why it takes place? Because due to gene mutation. The mutation sometimes takes place due to changes in a single base pair. We know that DNA is a double helical structure. It consists of two polynucleotide strands of DNA, and G always pair with C and A always pair with T. Sometime in a single pair of DNA, their sequence, base sequence may be changed, and it is called point mutation or gene mutation, as found in genetic disorder sickle cell anemia. Third one is frame shift mutation. Here, deletion or insertion of a base pair of DNA is occurs. That means in the case of gene mutation, the genetic sequence changes, but in case of frame mutation, deletion sometime may pair delete or sometime may inserted in the particular DNA frame, and it is called frame shift mutation. So these are the basic causes due to that causes genetic disorders. First one is basically we call mutation, and why it is caused. There are due to abnormalities due to chromosomal aberration. The second is due to gene mutation or point mutation, and third one is the frame shift mutation. So what are the type of genetic disorders? There are basically in two parts we divided the genetic disorders. First one is Mendelian disorders, and second one is chromosomal disorders. Mendelian disorders either maybe hemophilia, sickle cell anemia, and phenylketonuria. And chromosomal disorders are Down syndrome. That means it differ in their total chromosome number. That examples are Down syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, and Turner's syndrome. First, we are going to discuss about Mendelian disorders. Genetic disorders, here is the definition. Genetic disorders are due to increase or deletion or insertion of gene or changes in the chromosome number, and it is of two types, Mendelian and chromosomal disorders. Mendelian disorders are mainly determined by the alternation or mutation in the single gene. It obeys the principle of Mendelian inheritance. That means this type of genetic disorders follow the Mendel law. Principle of inheritance basically follow the Mendel law, but during transmission from one generation to the next, some kinds of mutation occurs. And at what part? That is the mutation in a single gene. Mendelian disorder traced in family by pedigree analysis. They can be traced with the help of pedigree analysis or family tree. Example, hemophilia, color blindness, cystic fibrosis, sickle cell anemia, phenylketonuria, thalassemia, etc. So dominant or recessive can be determined with the help of pedigree analysis, and trait sometimes may be linked to its sex chromosome that found hemophilia, and sometimes it may be X-linked recessive trait that is transmitted from female to male progeny in a crisscross manner. So first we are going to discuss about hemophilia. What is hemophilia? It is a Mendelian disorder. In this case, it is a sex-linked disease. That means it is found in X chromosome. It is inherited in sex chromosome or X chromosome. The defective individual continuously bleed to a small cut. And the gene for hemophilia is located in what chromosome? In X chromosome. The gene for in this case, disease is a single protein. Why it occurs? Biochemically, it is a single protein that is a part of cascade of protein that involves in the clotting of blood in affected. So we know that when in a simple cut, we bleed, but after a few moments, the bleed is healed or due to fibrinogen present in our blood. But in this case, the patient don't have or devoid of single protein. The disease transmitted from unaffected carrier female. So how it is transmitted? The female or mother is a carrier. The disease is not exhibited in the female or mother body, but it can transmit the particular gene to its male progeny or to its son. So heterozygous female carrier transmit to son, and female being hemophilic is rare. That means in both two X chromosome, they must have the particular defective gene, then it is found in mother's body or in the female body, or in many cases, it acts as a carrier. So here you see the XY father with hemophilic H gene, hemophilic gene present in X chromosome. Mother is unaffected, healthy. So in this case, the father give the X chromosome to his daughter. So here the sons are unaffected because in Y chromosome there is not hemophilic gene. So X chromosome, one X chromosome come from the mother to each son, and on a Y chromosome from the father. So son is unaffected, but one X chromosome, hemophilic X chromosome comes to his daughter, one X chromosome from his mother. So daughter is affected, but here the daughter is a carrier, not affected individual. So here in another case, first one we discuss about if the father is a hemophilic, and second one if the mother is a carrier and father is healthy. In this case, the male is healthy or father is healthy, but female or mother is hemophilic. In this case, out of the 4, 3 are healthy, 2 are healthy. That means, and 2 are hemophilic. That means X chromosome come from the mother. That is, one son is hemophilic because X chromosome come from the mother. Similarly, another X chromosome come from the mother to its daughter. And here Y chromosome is it does not carry the hemophilic gene. So here single X is sufficient to express the hemophilic gene in the son. So here the son is hemophilic, but in case of daughter, it is carrier because hemophilic gene found in one X chromosome but not in both. Similarly, here son without hemophilic, but because this X chromosome come from its father. This X chromosome come from this healthy X chromosome from its mother. Here also, in case of one X chromosome come from its father, one X chromosome come from its mother. So here we found that 2 daughters are carrier one is carrier, other is not carrier, but one son is healthy and one son is hemophilic. So I think you understood this part, because the father is healthy, mother is carrier. If the mother is carrier, then one daughter will be carrier and one son will be hemophilic, while one daughter is healthy and one son will be healthy. So next Mendelian disorder is sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia, actually, in case of it occurs in blood, we know that sometimes the blood corpuscle or red blood corpuscle, RBC, are actually globular or by convex in shape, but due to this disease, they become sickle-like. So this is called sickle cell anemia. And this is another photo of our textbook. So why it occurs? Because autosomal link recessive trait. So in case of sickle cell anemia, it is a autosomal link. That means body gene carry the particular genetic disease. So it is transmitted from both parents. They may be carrier and heterozygous. So it is controlled by single pair of allele, that is HBA and HBS. Homozygous individual of HBS, if they two gene with SBS, then disease will expressed in homozygous form. In heterozygous individual, HBA and SBS, it is unaffected, but it acts as a carrier. Since it is not carried by X chromosome, it is carried by autosome. So it always expressed in homozygous individual, either in male or female. But in case of heterozygous individual, if it carry HBA and SBS in their autosomal gene, then it is unaffected, but it acts as a carrier. So why this occur? Because defect is due to substitution of glutamic acid. It is shortly written as, it is an amino acid, it is written as GLU by valine at 6th position of beta globin chain of hemoglobin. We know that hemoglobin has two chain, alpha and beta chain. And in case of beta chain, in the 6th position, valine is substituted, glutamic acid is substituted by VAL or valine. Due to substitution of single base at 6th codon of beta globin. Since during protein synthesis, there are some code how amino acid are linked together. So in case of here, the code is changed in the 6th position. That is from, it will actually for glutamic acid, the code is GAG, but it is converted into GUG. So glutamic acid, instead of glutamic acid, at that position, amino acid valine seed. And so the protein sequence changes, and as a result, the structure of the hemoglobin or RBC changes from globular to sickle cell. So mutant hemoglobin polymerization under low oxygen tension causes changes in shape of RBC from biconcave to sickle cell like. So since we know that RBC carry oxygen, and it is very important function in the circulation of blood to transfer the helps in the gaseous exchange, but due to the structure of the RBC into a sickle cell, it does not carry the efficiently does not carry the oxygen into the next circulatory system. So here is the, you see, DNA sequence. In DNA sequence, actually, the formation of protein is guided by DNA. So here, DNA give the sequence to mRNA to synthesize the protein, and it is at the 6th position, first position of the code that come from DNA to mRNA. That is, these are the up to this is correct, but at 6th position, CTG and GAG, it is at this position, glutamic acid come with the proline and glutamic acid, but at this position, GA instead of GAU, GUG code comes. So due to this genetic defect, instead of glutamic acid, valine sit here. So this is a normal type of protein synthesis. This is a mutant type. How it changes? At one position, the protein sequence changes. As a result, the normal RBC differentiated from biconvex to sickle cell. So here also you see normal HB's gene is denoted by HBA. So at 6th position, the code come from DNA is CTC and GAG. It is the DNA sequence which form the normal mRNA, which carry the information for protein synthesis. And so GAG, instead of GAG, GAG denotes the glutamic acid at 6th position during protein synthesis. But here in case of sickle cell, the sickle cell gene, HBSS gene is present. So GTG produces GUG information to messenger RNA, and it carry to ribosome to produce the protein, and 6th position they carry the amino acid valine instead of glutamic acid. So in case of biconvex RBC, this structure of beta protein, hemoglobin, HB beta protein sequences in this way. But in case of sickle cell, at 6th position, it changes from glutamic acid to valine. Why? Because due to the sequence of changes of genetic code from GAG to GUG. So this is the type and probabilities, what type of next generation and offsprings or daughter and child carry the particular disease. So if the father is with trait, that means it carry the particular disease, and mother is normal. In the next generation, their two daughters are carrier and two daughters are normal. Similarly, here, when both the parents are with sickle cell anemia, in the next generation, all of their daughters are sickle cell anemia. And third one is father with traits and mother with traits. That means both are carrier. Then in the next generation, one girl will be sickle cell, another girls or daughters are carrier. Two daughters are carrier and one is normal. There are many probabilities. In first case, when the father carry that trait. In second case, when both are carrier. In third case, when both are sickle cell anemic. And in the last case, when the father is anemic, mother is carrier. This is the probabilities. And here, when father is carrier, mother is normal. So these are T means trait, that means carrier, and N means normal, and SC means sickle cell. So from these various types of probabilities, we can and get by crossing both types of parents. So this is the last Mendelian part, and last one is the phenylketonuria. It is a inborn error of metabolic disorders of autosomal recessive trait. So this type of genetic disorders is due to the defect present in autosomal gene, and it is always found in recessive form. Affected individual lack an enzyme that can convert amine phenylalanine to tyrosine. So one enzyme is essential for conversion of amino acid phenylalanine to tyrosine, that is lacking in this case, and as a result, phenylalanine accumulate in the body and converted to phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives. So it accumulates in brain and results in mental retardation. And in some cases, it excretes urine and poor absorption by kidney. Since we know that it excretes more urine and less amount of water absorbed by the kidney. It is called phenylketonuria. So here we found that 3 types of Mendelian disorders here we discussed. First one is hemophilia. Here it is called bleeder's disease. In a small cut, they cannot prevent the bleeding, and it is due to a hemophilic gene present in the parents, either in form of carrier or in form of express form. And in the sickle cell anemia, it is the autosomal gene present in the present in the body, or that convert the RBC into sickle cell type. And in case of phenylketonuria, it is due to the lack of an enzyme. It is also autosomal defective F gene present in recessive form. So these are the types of different type of Mendelian disorders today we discussed. Next, we are again we discuss about phenylketonuria, one enzyme that is absent that cannot convert phenylalanine to amino acid tyrosine. Here you see the enzyme is called PAH enzyme. Normally the PAH enzyme breaks down the phenylalanine, but due to lack of this enzyme, it accumulates in the body and produces the retardation in the brain. Next is chromosomal disorders. It causes due to absence or excess amount of abnormal arrangement of gene, one or more chromosomes. That means it either increases or decreases the chromosome numbers in an organism. So how it causes? Failure of segregation of chromatid, cell division cycle, gain or loss chromosome. As you know, during crossing over or during gamete chromosome, chromosomes are separated in the gamete and become haploid. But here, sometimes they do not segregate. So when they sometimes gain or loss, it is called aneuploidy, and it causes Down syndrome or extra copy of 21 chromosome. It is also called trisomy. That means in 21st chromosome, one extra chromosome is present. So it is called trisomy or Down syndrome. Second one is Turner syndrome. It lose one X chromosome in female. So instead of 46, 45 total chromosome number found in female, it is called monosomy. Third one is failure of cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means cytoplasmic division. During gamete formation, two nuclei when formed, then cytoplasmic division follows, but here cytokinesis does not occur after telophase. So increase in whole set of chromosome number, it is called polyploidy. So here first we discuss about Down syndrome. It is also called trisomy 21 because it occurs copying additional copy of chromosome found in 21 number of gene. It was described by Langdon Down in 1866. Also, it is called Down syndrome. So what is the main symptoms or syndromes? Short statured. The body is very short, small round head. Head is round, furrowed tongue, partially open mouth, broad palm. Broad palm here you see with palm sieges. Physically psychomotor and mental retardation. So here the chromosome number, here the first, second, third pair, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, up to 20 it is a normal, but at 21 an extra chromosome is present. So it is called trisomy 21. And due to this, these syndromes are appeared. So here also it is from textbook, flat back of head, lower part of head is flat, broad flat face, many loops on finger tips, palm sieges, short palm, big and wrinkled tongue, and congenital heart. Heart is very defective, and it is also called trisomy 21. Second disease is Klinefelter syndrome. It is here presence of an additional copy of X chromosomes. That means we know that in every living organism, the two sex chromosomes are present. If it is female, it is XX, and if it is male, it is XY type. So here, if one extra X chromosome is present, its total karyotype or total chromosome number will be 47 instead of 46. So overall masculine development along with feminine. That means here it is a masculine development. It is found in male, but there is a feminine development also, development of breast, but the males are sterile. And so here you see the X chromosome. One extra X chromosome is present along with Y chromosome. Next is Turner syndrome. Absence of one X chromosome in female. It is also called monosomy. So here karyotype or its total chromosome number is 45 instead of 46. Here 2 X chromosomes in case of healthy female, 2 X chromosomes are normally found. But in this type of disease or Turner syndrome, 1 X and 1 without X chromosome is present. So total number of chromosomes is 45. Such females are sterile. Ovaries are rudimentary, not undergrowth are found. Ovaries are undergrowth, lack of secondary sexual character. Here you see the X chromosome, 1 X chromosome is present. It is affected in girls. So this is the end of today's class. We basically discussed about Mendelian disorder and chromosomal disorders. Here there is a difference. What is the difference between Turner syndrome and Klinefelter syndrome? Turner syndrome basically found in female. Total chromosome number is 45. Here 1 X chromosome is less. And Klinefelter syndrome here just found in male. It is giant male. It consists of 2 X chromosomes. Feminine look is there. It is masculine, but some kind of psychomatic type. So this is the end of our today's class. If you have any doubt, you can ask me question in our next class. Thank you, student, for attending today's class.